Good morning, everyone. It is
Good morning.
9:33, and we are calling to order the Travis County Facilities Corporation meeting. Can I have roll call, please?
Of course. President Cheryl Brown. Vice President Judy Flores.
Present.
Director Laura Getchie.
Present.
Director Wilmer Roberts.
Present.
And Director Jimmy Paver.
Present. We have a quorum.
Wonderful. Next item is, item number 2 is consent agenda, approval of the minutes from April 17th, 2025. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next item is public forum, citizens communication. Is there anyone signed up?
Yes, there is. We have John Goodman with Goodman Development.
No, he's actually for his item. Presentation. The agenda item.
Oh, Bear Creek.
Otherwise, we do not.
Okay. We'll move on to action item number 4, which is resolution number TCFC 2025-12 to approve inducing the GDP Bear Creek Apartments in partnership with an affiliate of Goodman Development Partners to be located at approximately southwest of the intersection of Manchaca Road and FM 1626 in Travis County, Texas, and to authorize the negotiation and execution of a term sheet and other matters in connection therewith.
Excellent. So, looks like we have a new partner. We're really excited about working with him. The real estate committee has sort of heard about the project and gotten briefed a couple different times. But we do have with us John Gutman with Gutman Development Partners. And he has a brief presentation he wants to provide. So John, if you would, come up to the front.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'll try to keep it brief. I think I've gotten down under 10 minutes. So let me. Good morning, board. My name is John Goodman. I'm the principal of Goodman Development Partners. I'm here today to introduce to you Bear Creek, which is a Class A 336 unit apartment community nestled on 26 acres in southern Travis County. We really think that we have a unique site and that we're going to put a lot of thought and design into creating a modern living experience in a hill country setting with great access to the rest of the city. So located near the intersection of Manchaca and the recently approved 1626, we sit conveniently in between I-35 and MOPAC. And so within a 5-minute drive, you have access to HEB, the South Austin Entertainment District, and so all the bars and restaurants and venues that come along with that. Within a 10-minute drive, you have South Park Meadows, which is the second largest shopping center in Austin. And then on MOPAC, you have the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center, the Velaway, Alamo Draft House, and a lot of other attractions all within a 10-minute drive. And within 5 miles of the site, there's a number of grocery stores, pharmacies, medical providers, and other attractions. And so we really feel like we have a unique opportunity here. And then within that same drive time and kind of the 23-minute commute, I think 25% of Austin jobs are located kind of South Austin, Central Austin. And so again, for workforce housing, we think we have a unique opportunity to provide great access to jobs in this area. There's 16 major employers within 12 miles of the site, which also, when you're considering commuting in from Georgetown, Round Rock, Kyle, Puda, we have, again, shorter commute times, greater improvements. As MOPAC continues to improve and grow, and 45 continues to connect through to I-35, again, it just creates greater accessibility for the area. The site's programmed currently with 336 units. It's a terrace site as one of the unique features that it has, and so we have programmed that upper terrace with modern 3-story residential walk-up design. The rendering provided in the packet is from Meeks Partners, who is our project architect. It's not specific to our product, or it's not specific to our site, but it is specific to the product. And so that would be the style of the building that we intend to build. Materials and a little of the facades may change, so it's not too dissimilar, but there'll be some changes made to that. Program is studios, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. In partnership with TCFC, 168 units will be market rate. 100 units will be set aside for individuals and families making 80% AMI, and then 68 units will be set aside for those making 60% AMI. Beyond that, I think the other kind of unique features about the site is that 12 acres of natural amenities. We think that really sets us apart. We're building a Class A apartment. It'll have standard Class A amenities. Units will have contemporary fixtures and finishes throughout, stainless steel appliances, full-size washer and dryers. The amenities on site will be your standard resort-style pool and sun deck, summer kitchens, outdoor gathering spaces, co-working space. And I think, again, the unique feature that we think our residents really enjoy is that 12 acres of naturally programmed, space to explore the hill country, gather, near Bear Creek, and the great views that we'll have kind of southwest. As far as us as a sponsor, Gutman Development Partners is a very young sponsor, but I have a wealth of experience in development here and primarily in Austin. So my experiences ranges from, senior light tech properties all the way up to high rises. I've spent 7 years of my career in the 9% world with groups like Foundation Communities and JES Partners. And so my background really takes the affordable space, which really is about building community, and the conventional space about kind of being creative with design and things, and putting those together to create what we like to call community magnets, which are spaces where our residents, we design them so they have opportunities to come together and build that sense of community, but also that we're creating a positive impact to our surrounding area.
Are there any questions from the board? Is there a motion to approve the resolution number 2025-12?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Next item for consideration is the regular agenda. Agenda item A, Greg Lane project status update.
Yeah, so although this project hasn't closed yet, the developer wanted us to be made aware of an extension he needed in a timeline in terms of the schedule, and this is not, to be honest, not uncommon to just him, but there's been experiencing some delays with a lot of our projects. So he wanted me to ask the board for a formal extension. I told him that wasn't necessary, but I was going to certainly bring it up to the board because we haven't actually closed yet. So those timelines associated with funds and the like aren't in effect yet, but because we haven't closed. But I did want to make you all aware of the fact that the request was made. So what we had envisioned timeline for construction is going to be pushed back for the Greg Lane project, but they do plan on moving forward.
Do they have an estimated time frame?
We're looking at next 9 months. They're not sure, based on the markets, but they're working on some alternatives. So, but I guess they wanted to just get ahead of it and make sure they ask for a request, assuming that they're going to need one, a request for an extension.
So we're looking at next spring?
Yes.
Okay. Item B, finance report as of March 31st, 2025.
Yes, Super will provide an overview.
Good morning. So what I have in the board packet is the same as what I had from 2 weeks ago at the board meeting 2 weeks ago, which is the March financials. we are a little bit behind on the revenue collection from the projects because some of the projects are either delayed or because of City of Austin permitting or just because of market conditions. That's what they have told us. But then I think one of the projects is up for sale consideration for sale. So if that happens, we might get a big lump sum payment, and that is projected in September. So, but overall, we are a little bit behind on the revenues. I don't have anything else to add unless y'all have questions.
Yeah, I do, actually. So Capital A did come in and we signed what looks like to be closing documents. So it looks like the PSH project is moving forward. So hopefully we will potentially close maybe as early as tomorrow. So I signed some components of the closing documents already. So that's been long overdue, as you all know, and with a lot of moving parts, but that looks like that's about to happen. The downside is we're not getting too much in the revenue, as you know, because you donated most of that back to the partnership, but it is PSH housing that's sorely needed that you all made an effort to assist with. So, yeah.
And Patrick, which property is considered for sale in September?
Suba's referencing an Endeavor project, so more to come there, but we will keep you informed. We did 4 deals with Endeavor, so.
Any other questions from the board? We'll move on to executive session. Is there a need to go into executive session? No. Then we'll move on to the last item, which is adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. The meeting is adjourned at 9:45.